Hello, lovely people. I hope you are doing well. Welcome back to our next part of the AQA GCSE Higher Paper 2 revision. So, here we have the diagram shows a design for a zip wire. The zip wire will run between the top of two vertical posts, AB and CD. We want to work out the distance of AD. Okay. Well, what I'm seeing here is this idea of splitting. In fact, can I use straight lines? No? Oh, yeah, I can. Cheers. I can use straight lines. Okay, so I'm going to make a straight line. Yeah, that's straight enough. Cool. So I've got a straight line there, making a rectangle. I've got, well, if this distance is 2.3 and AB is 6.5, that means this remaining distance is going to be 6.5 minus 2.3, which equals 4.2. And then I have if I've made a rectangle, that means this angle here is a right angle. And if the whole thing is 95, this remaining angle is going to be 5 degrees. Okay, and then I want to work out AD. So boom, boom, boom. So I've got 5 degrees. That's some small angle, but it's okay. 4.2. And I want to work out this length here, the hypotenuse. Okay, so if I label this triangle, this is opposite, this is adjacent, and this is hypotenuse. Okay, I've got opposite and hypotenuse, so I'm using sine. So the S stands for sine of 5, specifically sine of 5 degrees. The O at the top is going to be my opposite, which is 4.2. And then I've got my hypotenuse down here. Okay, make it like a little formula triangle. I'm using this method just because this is the majority, or this is the modal method that I see amongst students. So I get that H is equal to 4.2 over sine of 5. Okay, using a calculator, I have 4.2 over sine of 5. And I get, drum roll please, 48.1895956 dot dot dot. Then that equals 48 point, let's go for 2. So 48.223 significant figures. That is fine. So that is the distance of AD. That's all we need to work out. Right, moving on. The diagram shows 5 straight paths. Funny that, it's question 5 and it's 5 straight paths. Haha. So Harry walks along path AD and DC. So this length here and this length here. Work out the total distance he walks. So we just need to work out these two distances. Okay, that's kind of nice. We've got two right angle triangles, and I believe this is going to be SOHCAHTOA twice. So in this first triangle, we've got this 55 degrees, we've got this X, and we've got this 46 centimeters. So in this triangle, this 46 represents the opposite. This X represents adjacent. So we want opposite and adjacent. That's going to be TOA. So T stands for tan of 55. It's always towards of the angle. And then opposite is going to be 46. And then we've got X as the adjacent. Okay. Then we've got the X is equal to 46 all over. I said all over, but yeah, over tan of 55. Cool. And that's going to give us 4 46 over tan of 55. So that's going to be, let's go for 32.2095. Let's just go there, yeah, to 4dp. That should be fine. I mean, I prefer to use the full, as in the exact answer, 46 over tan 55. But for the sake of ease, this is accurate enough. I won't lose too much accuracy. So I'll go for 32.2095. And then, now I've got this second triangle, this second right angle triangle. And I'm just going to draw it again over here. You'll see why in a moment. And the right angle's here. So that 46 is no longer the opposite. It's now the hypotenuse in this other right angle triangle. Okay, we've got this 38 degrees. And then we've got y over here. Okay, so let's label this triangle. So we've got hypotenuse, we've got opposite, and we've got adjacent. So we're trying to work out what y is. Y is the adjacent. So we have adjacent and hypotenuse, that is ka. I'm going to say it with a breath, ka, with the H. So you've got cos of 38. You've got adjacent at the top, which is y. And then you've got h at the bottom, which is 46. That's your hypotenuse. Okay. Then we've got that y is equal to cos of 38 multiplied by 46. And that's going to be equal to, that's going to be equal to 36.24849. And that goes on, dot, dot, dot. I'm not going to round this one because I've got this exact answer. So if I add x plus y, that gives me the total distance he walks. So that's going to be 32.2095 plus 36.24849 dot, dot, dot. So just using that answer. 32.2095. And that's going to give me 68.45799 dot, dot, dot. And that gives me 68.5 meters. And that's correct to 3 significant figures. So again, as you see, a lot of these questions, they're not specifying how many, like how accurate it should be, how many decimal places. But what I tend to do is just state my level of accuracy. As long as you don't do like heavy rounding in the beginning of the question, then it should be fine. So cool, 6 marks there just for doing trigonometry twice, SOHCAHTOA. So that's fun. Next, simplify fully. So this is just a case of factorizing. So if we factorize the top, we have 4x, open bracket, 1 minus 2x. So 4x times 1 gives you 4x. 4x times minus 2x, well, 4 times 2 is 8. X times x is x squared, so it's 4x times 1 minus 2x. All over. And then here we've got 6, open bracket, 2x minus 1. Okay, so we've got quite a few things going on here. Let's start with the simplification of the numbers. So 4 and 6 have a common multiple, a common multiple of 2. No, a common factor of 2. They're both multiples of 2. Oh my goodness me. Wow. They're both multiples of 2 and they have a common factor of 2. So we can divide them both by 2, giving 2x, 1 minus 2x, all over 3 times 2x minus 1. Okay, another thing that's quite interesting is I can actually, 1 minus 2x and 2x minus 1, there's something going on there. What I can do is this. If I were to take -1 out as a factor from the top, I'd get -2x, and then 1 divided by -1 gives you -1, and then -2x divided by -1 gives you +2x. Okay, and that's over 3 lots of 2x minus 1. But then I realized, hang on, that is -2x. If I write this the other way around, I have 2x minus 1, and that's over 3 lots of 2x minus 1. Well, look at that. Now the 2x minus 1's cancel, and I'm in fact left with -2x over 3. So my final answer is -2x over 3. That was a cool question. It would stump a lot of people to know that 1 minus 2x and 2x minus 1 are kind of multiples of each other. Okay, next we've got simplify fully, x to the power of 5 minus 4x cubed all over 3x minus 6. So that becomes the highest common factor between x to the power of 5 and 4x to the power of 3 is x to the power of 3. That's the biggest thing we can take out. And then that multiplies by x squared, because x cubed times x squared is x to the 5 minus 4. And then at the bottom we have 3 open bracket x minus 2. 3 times x is 3x, 3 times minus 2 is minus 6. Then, look at this. X squared minus 4 is a difference of 2 squares. So we can factorize the x squared minus 4. I'm going to write it in blue just to show that I've factorized it. X squared minus 4 factorizes to x minus 2, x plus 2. Okay, and then it's over 3 lots of x minus 2. But then we have x minus 2's that cancel. So that leaves me with x cubed times x plus 2 all over 3. So this is fine. I mean, I could also expand again. The whole point is I found that common factor and I've divided. I can leave my answer like this. I can write it like this by expanding out again. X to the power of 4 plus 2x cubed all over 3. That's the final answer as well. I've simplified it as much as could be done. So I'm going to leave this expanded version as my answer, because you can't really simplify this anymore. And there we go for now. Take care, guys. I will see you in the next video.